every guy in the comment section, every guy who's trying to be an unrealistic influencer on YouTube will say, don't spend money on a woman. Don't do this. Don't take her this. Don't do that. No. In the real world, you're going to spend. I'm not telling you, and again, I have to keep saying this. I'm not telling you to break the bank, but you got to take care of your girl, especially if you're vetting her for marriage. Our problem in the Black community is typically our women spend too much time and let me say this, being a career woman is cool, but just understand the issues that come with that. They spend all these years cultivating career, going to college, they get out, turn 35, and now they're like, okay, fellas, I'm ready to get married. And it's like, man, you 35 now, and you potentially may have a child because 40% of Black women come out of college with a kid. So then you're on the dating market at age 35 when you should have been trying to cultivate a relationship at the same time that you were cultivating a career. That's what Ebony K. Williams was trying to explain to younger women. Now, with young Black men, you should be on your upward trajectory once you hit age 35. You should have a better job, a decent house. You should be on the path of becoming more. Granted, most guys won't make it to the 100K mark. It is what it is. We have an average income for a reason. But if you have a family, that tends to motivate guys to do better. If you look at all the household income, the income tends to increase. Just did the breakdown on when the man is the sole and the primary breadwinner. We tend to make more money when we have a family to take care of. Our community needs to get out of that mindset and we're just doing for self. We just talked about interdependency. This is a prime example of that. So us saying, no, he's not, that girlfriend ain't gonna be there or she's not really his, that's irrelevant for these conversations, because I'm trying to make a solution-based platform move forward. Cannot do that if y'all sitting there bringing up examples of old shit. We already heard these stories. How many more stories y'all need to hear about women doing foolery? Guys, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So had a lot of guys give me some pushback in regards to the Everybody Loves Raymond clip that I played and I put in a short. His brother came to the realization that, hey, man, I've been on this dating market for so long. I don't think that I can find a person for me.
I'm done trying to meet someone. I'm done with humiliation. I can't anymore. I wish I had a good reason why I'm always striking out. But I don't. It's me. It's me. Most people find their other half. And I just have to wake up and accept already that maybe there is no other half for this.
So, and I put this clip in there for the guys, because typically we hear the narrative that women are going to buy a dog and die alone. But there's a flip side to that. Men will have to do the same thing at some point. The only reason why we don't have that as a popular conversation is men are more apt to deal with that. We have a lot of guys that would just check out of the dating market and they will buy them a trailer or something like that and go live in the hills of Colorado and just go off into the sunset, fishing, chopping wood. It is what it is. Becoming loners, become homeless. We don't talk about these conversations because this is a male-centric space. But I'm going to talk about it because it wouldn't be fair if I didn't hold men accountable and help you understand what you're getting yourselves into. So when I see guys say, I checked out of the dating market a while ago, what does that actually mean? What does that actually mean? Does that mean that you don't have female company? Are you paying for it? What? Because the ultimate goal for most people is to have somebody to grow old with. So if you're one of these guys that's giving this advice of stop dealing with women, what is he going to do? You telling that to a 25, 26-year-old man to stop dealing with women? That doesn't make sense. So if you're going to be one of these guys that's sitting there saying that, hey, I'm going to check out, make sure that you are content with your decision, because it could be worse. You can come to the realization when you get to be 50 years old and you're like, oh man, now I want somebody to settle down with. But now you're not in a position to do so because you checked out. You have a jaded outlook about women and all this type of stuff. And that comes from ingesting all this negative stuff about women. Y'all need to surround yourselves on social media with other platforms that talk positively about women. Or you need to surround yourself with some people in the real world who are positive examples of the women that you would like to date. because it does not help if y'all continue with the same effing narrative that all women are trash. Yes, there are a lot of them. I understand that. But you got to do something about it. Password bros come to mind. I've already mentioned that. I said that multiple times. If you're having hard luck in the States, you may want to try and go overseas for a better life. And in the process, maybe find a wife. But we already know that the majority of men won't travel. But if you are a forward-thinking type of man, you're very ambitious, this may be something that you want to look into. But one thing I don't want to see is guys sitting there saying, I'm checking out and I'm not dealing with women. What does that look like? And if it's just paying for it, cool. Do what you need to do. But as men, y'all got to understand what your goal in life is. Instead of getting these YouTube talking points and sitting there listening to guys telling you don't deal with women. That's not feasible. Let's be honest with ourselves. Everybody wants to settle down with a woman. We love women. Men love women. It is what it is. You can call out the foolery and the BS perfectly fine. Learn from it. Figure out what you don't like and try and find a woman that suits they can get on your program, whether it be in the States or whether it be overseas. Don't care. But before you make that decision to check your ass out of the dating market and trying not to get married, make sure that it's a decision for yourself. And you don't come on these panels, platforms with your negative ass attitude complaining about women. Because every time I see a guy under the comment section complaining about women are the type, these women do this and these women do that, I look directly at you because you are the one that's putting up with those types of women. Leave. But and like I said, man, women only gonna do what they think they can get away with. So if you have these examples of your dating history and all these women are trash, why is that? You are the common denominator. We tell women the same thing. And it's funny. Women will go on there. Yeah, man, I don't want a man who do this. And I'm tired of dating broke men. Oh, so you're used to dating broke men. So what does that say about you? You are the common denominator. Same thing goes with men. Every time y'all come on these damn platforms and you talking about women do this and women do that, don't tell me that you're talking about other people's experiences. You're talking about your experience. And it tells me that you're willing to put up with foolery that you shouldn't. Scarcity mindset. Where's your abundance mindset? Get out of that. You shouldn't even stay long enough to figure out what a toxic ass woman is. But y'all better watch that, man. I'm telling the guys, it looks very unflattering to sit here every day and talk about the foolery that women are doing. We already know. We already know what it is. Again, how many more videos do you have to see women doing foolery? Think about it.